Welcome
to Film Shapes,
the podcast.
A warrior trapped in a timeless void, locked in mortal combat against the overlord to the agonies of strange beasts and lost souls. Prepare for the end.
Good morning, guys. How are you all?
Hey,
Very well.
Roly's here and Dimity's here. How is everybody good?
Yeah.
I've got a bit of a cold, so excuse my voice at the minute. Now, today we're going to talk about the worst film people have seen. I did a little bit of research on this. I was just curious to see what the worst film was, and then we came up with one that, well, we'll bring that up later, I think. Have you got the list that I sent you guys?
I haven't printed it out like you have.
Oh, okay. Now, some of these are okay. I think it splits into broadly two categories. Really shit films, like films that are made badly, and films that people just didn't like. Like, for example, The Wrestler.
Great
AI.
film.
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't
AI.
it? AI.
Great sci-fi film,
Okay,
Shady.
I disagree.
One.
I was too boring. Quite pretentious, I thought, as well.
Oh, I didn't mind AI.
AI is a sci-fi, I think, that actually does what sci-fi should do. It draws out some big issues, real issues of, what is it to be human? What is it? What is the future?
Sure.
It definitely draws out.
And,
it goes for ages.
Yeah, I just think it was, I think it never got good reviews, though, and I think it's been really harshly dealt with, this film.
Take it up with
When
Merv.
you look at a lot of the other crap sci-fi out there, Merv, we'll have to have this discussion sometime.
I don't think it's the worst film, but it's also not the best. It's quite boring. I didn't like it much. But other films on here, The Village, which is average, I reckon. It's one of Shyamalan's films.
Not seen it.
It's not great, but it's the worst. Yeah, okay. Snakes on a Plane, have you ever seen that one?
I haven't
No, but
seen
I can
that
imagine that would be pretty bad.
Yeah.
Has that got Samuel in it?
Yeah.
See, that's like the draw card, isn't it? That you're like, oh, maybe I'll watch it because it's got Samuel in it.
Right, yeah.
But that is a film that was made to be bad.
Probably.
So that's quite a different category almost.
That starts
to a lot of
with
the other films.
That's a title which became a film, basically, isn't it? Yeah,
I guess so. Yeah, in that way. What we should do as well is we should post this list up on.
I've done that
blog.
on the I've put that on the blog as well for people to muse.
Makes me want to watch Snakes on a Plane right now. Actually.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm like, I've missed that one.
Yeah. Fight Club. I mean, please.
That should not be on this list.
Yeah.
Probably not.
I almost felt like removing it, like I should have done with the TV show and the fucking horse race that people put on. I mean, what's going on there?
Rain Man's on here? That's
Rain
insane.
Man.
That's
Yeah.
a great film.
I think
Who did this list?
this guy.
I thought Eyes Wide Shut was all right. Eyes Wide Shut's on there, but again, maybe some people find it boring.
Yeah, that's true. These are films that many people would put on their top 10 list, perhaps. Some of them, but the vast majority are things like Sharknado.
Again, a film that's
Commandments.
made to be bad.
Yeah, that's another one of those, isn't it? The Gods Must Be Crazy in Hong Kong.
Oh my god.
Is
It's
that
a
the
sequel,
Is
for
that the
fuck's sake.
sequel or the threequel? Or
It's probably the fourth. I'm not sure. But
fourthquel?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Human Centipede 3.
Three. No, I asked this guy, why 3? And he went, didn't mind the first 2.
Oh my
Didn't
god.
mind the first 2.
Wow.
But really didn't like the third one for some reason.
So how about Left Behind? Has anyone else seen this?
No.
This is why we don't. No one's saying it because it's such a bad film.
You're the only one that's seen this, I think, in the world.
I
It's
think
so bad
I
that
might be
only
the only
you've
one
seen
that's
it.
seen this Nick Cage biblical rapture film.
That's why.
Obviously funded by the church of some sort.
Yeah, look, I saw a little trailer of it and I just, no.
Someone put on Facebook the other day, can you recommend me a good Nick Cage film to see? Because knowing there's a lot of bad ones. But after seeing Left Behind, I can't even bring myself to want to go there. I couldn't
won't? You've actually, because of that film, you're not recommending any of
I've
his
lost
films?
all respect for him.
Oh, right.
I've always had a problem with Nick Cage. I don't know, the facial expressions are all just a little bit too strange,
See him
like
as
all the
someone
time.
with so much potential, but
Yeah.
I don't know why he's done what he's done.
Yeah, but Raising Arizona is still great.
Yeah, well,
And he can be very good.
Yeah, I think he can.
But he's usually over the
He's
top.
decided
isn't
to be
he?
shit.
Yeah. Eat, Pray, Love, someone suggested.
See, I was not a big fan of Delicatessen back in the...
Delicatessen is awesome.
Yeah, it was all just all that showy kind of... Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just
But I
fundamentally
wouldn't
wrong.
say it's a worst film.
No, you don't
I
put
wouldn't
that
put it on
there,
a worst film list.
No.
No way.
There's films I don't like that I know other people really like.
Let's just leave a pause for a second so we can edit that bit out.
Yeah. It's what is it
Censorship
about
now.
Delicatessen that you don't like? Is it the button scene? Because
I
the button
can't
scene's
remember.
pretty full on.
I just thought it was kind of wanky at the time.
Wait, am I getting films mixed up? Is that the one where they eat they make the
so
boy
long
eat the
ago.
buttons?
Make the boy eat the buttons. I don't
Yeah.
think so. What's that?
Oh no, Delicatessen's the one where they eat the people of.
Yeah, it's brown,
That's right.
basically.
Yeah. There's a film I've seen where they force feed a boy to eat buttons.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
I'm trying to. It's really gross.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Okay.
My wife's on this list for The Tree of Life.
Ooh, which one's that?
That's
Is that a recent one?
Yeah, Terrence Malick about 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
It was dull and boring and meandering, but she thought I'd just put on a 2-hour screensaver, which was a fair comment. It was like that, I think. Lust in the Dust. This one's good. I had a look at the. I haven't seen it. I had a look at the trailer. Divine's in it. Do you know Divine?
Oh, the drag queen?
Yeah, from John Waters films. But
Yeah.
it looks awful.
Is
It's
that
a
right?
good call.
The musician?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. I think she did that. You think you're a man, but you're only a boy song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. I think that's probably. Well, the rest you can have a look at yourself online, but there's some horrors in here. And
So-
luckily, I've only seen about 15 of the 40.
That sounds like quite a few.
But
some of them are probably quite
Yeah, some of them are watchable. But there is one that I would say isn't actually watchable.
Are we going to do this?
Yeah, I think
We're
we'll
really
have to.
doing this, aren't we?
Yeah, we'll have to go there. 4 people chose this. 4 people said it's the worst film they've ever seen. It's The Room. Tell us about The Room, please, Dimity. You can't bring yourself to talk about it now.
So Johnny is a successful banker who lives happily in a San Francisco townhouse with his fiancée, Lisa. And one day, inexplicably, she gets bored with him and decides to seduce his best friend, Mark. And from there, just nothing will be the same again.
Yeah.
It's kind of the overarching theme in this film really is how evil women can be and how much damage they can do to to an otherwise very virtuous male.
Yeah, nobody comes out worse than poor Lisa. I mean, she's the problem with the whole film, isn't she, according to these guys?
Yeah, and there's so many scenes of just, women are so confusing. I'm just so confused.
Yeah.
They're either women... I don't know. I haven't heard that much talk about the misogyny in this film.
That's the thing I
which
noticed.
is kind of surprising.
It is surprising.
Because it's such a misogynist film.
On your Roly, thank you.
Women are either too smart, confusing, or just
evil. Yeah.
Too smart.
And he just flips about the insults quite randomly. Come out of there, Johnny. In a few minutes, bitch. What the fuck? What the hell? He just uses that a lot.
And there's that kind of quite disturbing, inexplicable scene where he gets told that what is it? They're on the rooftop.
Oh yeah, this is awful. Yeah.
And he gets told about something. What did he do to
a woman who was cheating on her boyfriend and she got beaten up
with 10 other guys or something?
Yeah.
And then she got beaten up and.
He laughs about
and
this.
And the response is the laugh. And I think it was in The Disaster Artist.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
The film that was made about The Room.
Yeah.
The film about the making of The Room. That, they actually take that scene. I think it was that scene. And say, are you sure that's a good response to have to that comment? Because it's...
Yeah, he's like, what a story, Mark. Ha, ha, ha.
Hey, you're such a funny guy.
Wow. Yeah.
And I think Tommy was so... Like in some level, I kind of feel bad that when we're laughing at this film, which is the only thing you can do to a film like this, is
so awkward.
Hopefully watch it with someone else and have a laugh.
Yeah.
But then, and the laugh is very much at the director and lead actor's expense.
Yeah.
Which you would feel possibly guilty about if it wasn't for the misogyny.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's the.
Oh no, I don't
that's
think.
the bottom line for me.
I don't think you can feel guilty about this guy about laughing at him.
Look, yeah, but you're looking. I don't know.
I think because it's just so sad and awkward that you kind of oversee the misogyny as like being like, oh, you know, we better tell that guy off. We're just like, he's actually just
he's a loser,
a little bit lost.
Yeah,
but I used to see him in Disaster Artist, and I grew quite fond of him. I was
man. You mean as James Franco, not as Tommy Wiseau? Yeah, okay.
And does Wiseau make an appearance in The Disaster Artist? I think he does, doesn't he? Or is he just part of the end?
It's a little cameo, I
Yeah.
think.
There's a cameo of some sort, or...
Yeah.
Sorry, how old is this film?
2003.
2003.
So it's got a very 90s look about it.
Yeah.
I don't think the actual production on the film is as bad as maybe you pointed out in your blog, Shady.
Really?
That the... You
Dude,
know,
the camera moves occasionally. It's like someone bumped the camera operator.
Oh, really? Yeah, no, I don't remember that.
The fucking room, the room itself, in the fourth scene of that room, looked like a different room. You know where those two come in to get it on? The guy who's eating chocolate and just... Well, I thought, where's this now? It looked different. They've lit it in different ways.
But the lighting itself isn't bad. There's not a lot
bad. It's awful.
I don't see a lot of awkward shadows and things like that. I don't see a lot of bad.
No.
What I see is bad direction.
Yes.
Maybe bad sets.
Really bad prop design.
Bad sets, bad props. But
dude, that shot on that cut is a 35mm film. And it looks like VHS.
It's stylized.
It's
stylized. This is 2003. I think, you've got to put it in the context. We're only just past out of the 90s. It's a very 90s looking film.
Do you know how much this
cost?
But
overall, it's a professional...
No, it's not. I disagree. I think it's... I mean, I've seen people at TAFE doing better films than this. Really.
Overall, as a whole film, I'm sure.
The look. I mean, using a beta cam, you'd get better pictures than that if you knew what you were doing. Oh, come on.
Come on. Roly. You're tearing me apart.
This cost
fit that in somewhere.
Good work. This cost $6 million to make. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That was it, yeah.
Where did that go?
How did you end up with only, frames of, spoons and forks?
Yeah.
And in the set?
I wonder if it all went on the Golden Gate Bridge. He panned one way and then he panned another way. And that's in it too.
I think it's because the filming just took such a long time.
Yeah.
So it's like...
Apparently
there are a lot of takes.
Yeah. And people got paid for this. Like they were paying people to do the film. Strangely.
Yeah, well, they were paying, Seth Rogen to shoot it, weren't they?
Seth Rogen?
He's in The Disaster Artist.
Is he? Okay, gotcha.
He's the cinematographer.
Right.
But, yeah... I think it's fair to say, to me, it's a film that's deeply unaware of itself, and nowhere is that more prominent than the kind of love scene where he's from behind there, where he's thrusting into his lover's what appears to be her upper abdomen.
Yeah,
like he's about 8 inches too high on the sex scene, and it's just strange.
And they reused
bizarre
shots from the first sex scene. There were 3 sex scenes in the first 15 minutes or something, first 20 minutes, interspersed with the mother coming over to talk about
breast cancer.
Yeah, talk about breast cancer. And then
by the way, I got my...
Yeah, I'll be all right. Wow. So many things like that happen in this film, and then they're forgotten about. Like there's an introduction of some possible plot point, and it disappears.
Yeah, loose ends everywhere.
Very loose. The only thing that wasn't a loose end was the gun. I thought, they've got this. Okay, the drug dealer was a loose end, but his gun returned.
Oh, it was his gun.
It was his gun. So they got that bit right.
Well spotted.
Well, that's a kind of an old adage. Like if you introduce a gun in the first scene, it's got to make a reappearance somewhere at the end.
So I wonder if the more interesting conversation around this then is why the film's become such a cult classic. What makes this different to other bad films on that list?
Ooh,
because it's kind of become the king of bad films, hasn't it?
It's just so fun to not like it. Like,
Yeah.
I think I watched it once and I was oh man, I can't watch this again. But then like nights down like at the Luna where you throw spoons and there's people playing football in the aisles. You're like,
Well,
I could probably go again.
That's very strange.
Yeah.
That's another scene. I thought they were getting ready for the wedding, for that tuxedo scene.
Yeah,
And then suddenly,
why were
they're
they
in a
in
cafe.
suits?
Fuck knows.
Okay, so that was just
That's one of those loose threads. Yeah,
Okay.
that's very strange. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, is it more fun than other crappy films to watch?
Well, with somebody else, I think.
Yeah.
Because it is so every scene just about you can take the piss out on.
Have a big cringe. It's like, oh man.
Do you think his accent has anything to do with this?
Oh, definitely.
People like to try and imitate a
part
poor
of
Eastern
it.
European accent, I guess.
It's the whole package, really.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not sure what it is about this film.
I was just talking to you earlier, Roly, and wondering, is this all on purpose? Is this a trick he's played on all of us?
No.
Has he made it that bad so that it would become folklore?
Yeah, I think that's like something that I often have wondered as well. Like, is he just like a really like very clever man, or is he like genuinely like this? And I think everyone really wants to think that he's genuinely like this. So why even entertain the idea that he's a mad genius?
Yes,
Because he'd have to be so smart to make it that bad.
right.
I think
right.
this is a guy with mental health issues around his previous relationships.
Yeah,
That's using the film. Probably he's trying to create a Greek tragedy for the modern day, and instead he's created just a tragedy of a film.
yeah.
But it's not a tragedy. That's the thing.
No, it's become-
so successful.
Well, is it art? Are you saying it's art?
I don't believe I said those words.
Successful and art are different words there.
But yeah, in terms of a film, it's a tragedy in the sense that it's a tragic waste of celluloid, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to ask you guys.
Were films made of celluloid?
No, that's shot on 35. So,
But
is it celluloid?
Is
I
it
don't know.
is
That's
it a
probably might be
waste
old.
if so many people have gained like so much enjoyment out of not liking it?
It's a good point.
Well, that's maybe not. Maybe not a complete waste. You're right.
Have you been to the room nights before?
No.
They are freaking amazing. Like, I was blown away the first time I went.
Yeah.
They just have like huge mounds of spoons. Everyone gets like a big pile of spoons when you come in, and then when the film starts, every time you see a spoon, like one of those picture frames with knife and forks and stuff, you peg spoons at everybody.
right.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's freaking hilarious. You just get showered with like
So it's
huge
kind of
amounts spoons.
what other films have come on? I know the Rocky Horror Show has these regular film nights, and
Sort
not
of
necessarily here, but all over
Yeah.
all over the world. And this is one of those films for some reason. But I think there's a difference because this was a film that was made to be good.
Wow, the Rocky Horror Picture Show's a good film and made to be good. It's camp, but it's it's a proper
But
film.
it's not a bad film.
No.
It's not a bad film.
It's cult, but it's
Whereas there's something about the way that this film misses the intended mark. Like, you can't look at the Rocky Horror Picture Show and say, well, the directors tried to do something and they failed miserably.
Yeah.
Whereas this is a film where you can very much say that the what he was trying to do was a complete failure, and that's what makes the film so interesting now.
Yeah.
To a lot of people.
Well, not many.
They're rejoicing in his failure as a director.
True. But not many films have had a film made about the making of that film. So it is, yeah. I mean, it's a special, weird case.
So it captures the imagination in a really unique way, which is probably the most interesting thing about it. It's more interesting than the film itself.
All the stuff around it is more interesting than the film. I mean, I was going to ask you guys, is there anything not terrible about this movie? Ooh.
Pregnant silence.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just the not terrible bit is that it's so terrible. I mean, it's like
Right.
yeah. I'm trying to put it in a way, but it is like. It's like somebody watched this and went, "Oh my god, this is so awful! Hey, check this out! Check how awful this out!" And then like you get like a camaraderie from that feeling of like this is so bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you think of any others that are similar to that in that respect? I would suggest maybe Mamma Mia. You know, that ABBA film?
See, you could tell me that and I still wouldn't bother watching it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure you could look at a bunch of student films and they'd have a similar level of not achieving what they were trying to achieve.
So how did he crack it? I mean, I saw a film at the Frio...
Well, I think it was the book that was written by the co-star afterwards. After this film kind of revealed something about the film. I haven't read the book, but I know there's been a lot more buzz around it because of that.
I don't know about the book. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, Sestero, Greg Sestero, the Mark. He wrote a book following the film, sort of a tell-all about the process.
Oh man,
so it's probably worth reading.
I've just remembered I needed to mention your badge. What does your badge say?
My wife made this on one of those.
Did she?
Awesome activity days.
Okay.
It says, "Oh, hi, Mark." Normally it sits above the mirror in our bathroom.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. Do you ever wear that out?
No.
I think you should.
Well, this is as close as it gets. I'm wearing it out right now.
This is still in your place. Good. Okay.
But yeah, the other thing I noticed a lot, because I caught up on this film yesterday.
Okay.
On my own, unfortunately, and it wasn't a pleasant experience, but I found myself frowning a lot.
Yeah,
when you're watching it with someone else, I can see how you can have a laugh, but when you're on your own...
Yeah, I couldn't watch it by myself.
You just end up frowning.
Yeah. I actually do remember looking at my bookshelf during some of the scenes, because I just couldn't... It was sort of sickening.
Yeah, like irksome.
Yeah, like, oh, God, can they keep going? I mean, mainly in those extended sex scenes. I was like, oh, Jesus, they're still going. What do I read next, eh? Oh, that one, Just, it was that boring, I think. Yeah.
So funny how that dynamic changes when you're with a group of people.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, gone from, like, if you're watching it by yourself, you're just like, ugh, and your shoulders are raised and you're just looking away and cringing. But, like, if you're with a group of people and you share that experience, then all of a sudden it's really fun.
You can enjoy the awfulness of it. Yeah. Yeah, right. Okay. As far as... do we have any more comments, Roly?
Anything for my princess.
Thank you. That's a great comment. I don't want to have to do this again. Bad films. I don't know why I even started this.
I don't know. I think we're kind of done with it now.
Just to finish off, maybe this is putting you guys on the spot. Well, I know yours already is left behind. Dimity, do you have a worst film?
Oh, man. I was trying to think about this because, like... It is a good question, but it's hard to answer because I believe that I just banish them from my head straight away.
That's a good way to be.
Yeah. I think there was a film that made me feel really irksome, but probably wasn't a bad film. It's like the Welcome to the Dollhouse. I think it's about like a teenage girl and she's like, this guy's really interested in her and he keeps threatening to like rape her.
Oh, what? Todd somebody. Not Haynes. Todd Haynes? Is that him?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know I've heard of the film. I haven't seen it.
But it just makes her like more attracted to him. And it's just like, it's really like awkward.
Nice.
It's hella awkward.
Okay.
But I'm sure if I look at it from an objective point of view, it's probably like directed really well to make you feel that gross.
Maybe. But if it has an effect that makes you almost sick, then then
I'm like,
certainly not good. Yeah. Mine's Grease. My sister will love to hear this.
Grease.
I fucking hate that film. I think part of it is that my sister growing up used to watch it every weekend, and it was the only thing on in the house.
Well, that explains a bit. And it's a musical.
It's also terrible. It's also really bad. I mean, it's well made, probably, as far as musicals go. But
so, where do you stand on Footloose?
Oh, yeah, it's not good, but I don't hate it. But no Grease for me. Oof, still the worst. I'd rather watch The Room again.
Wow. Whoa.
Yeah, I'm not going to, though. But, there you go.
Maybe we should leave it there.
I think so. Anyway, thank you very much, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
They betrayed me. They didn't keep their promise. They tricked me, and I don't care anymore. I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.